ready for some bubbly. Cheers to you. 'Tis the season for enjoying sparkling wine and champagne. But what are the differences between the two? Do you know? Certified sommelier and author of The Glamorous Gourmet, Stephanie Miskew, is here to demystify this topic and share some fabulous bottles that you don't want to miss. Cheers to you.
Cheers to
always
you.
Good to see you. It's always a happy
back.
day when you're in the house, you know?
Try.
All right, so sum it up for us once and for all. What is
Yes.
the difference between sparkling wine and champagne?
Well, essentially, all champagne is sparkling wine, but not all sparkling wine is champagne.
Okay, so yeah.
Right, so we're done. End of story. It's all cleared up. You good?
What exactly does that mean?
Basically, sparkling wine can only call itself champagne if it is from the little region in France
named
the Champagne region.
Right.
Like Palm Beach is a place,
right.
Champagne is a place.
Very good.
Anywhere outside of there, they got to come up with something else.
Okay, but everybody tries to call themselves champagne.
They do. Well, it has such a glamorous image, you know, of class and quality. And
speaking of class, look at you. You came like a
Thank
Christmas
you.
angel today.
I tried.
Thank you very much. The glamorous young lady here.
Thank you. I'll take it.
All right, so very confusing. You go to buy some wine and you're standing there looking at that giant wall, or if you go to Total Wine, well, that's even more confusing because there's so much. So, what are we looking for there? What are some of the names, I guess, we should look for, and prices?
Absolutely. And there are so many great sparkling wines at price points, but this time of year, right, you're busy, you got the wall of wine. So I've got 4 wines from 2 of my favorite producers. Names you can look for. You'll always get a great bottle, and I've got some fun wines to share with you.
Good.
So today we're starting off in the Champagne region of France with Champagne Tattinger. One of my favorite producers, one of the few family-owned and run houses that are out there. Very dedicated to quality. They own a lot of their own vineyards, which is rare in that region. Very expensive land, expensive to grow those grapes. And my wines I've had from them are the Tattinger Brut La Française, which is their classic non-vintage offering. It's predominantly Chardonnay, so it's light, crisp, refreshing. It's of citrus and that toasted brioche that we love. Then on the opposite end of the spectrum from them, if you want to kick it up a notch.
Still Tattinger.
Still Tattinger. Yeah, I have their Nocturne Rosé Sec. So a little bit of sweetness. It's a rosé champagne, so fuller-bodied, red berries, but just delicious. A
little more expensive?
Yes, 75 for the rosé and 50 for the Brut La Française. And the Sec has a little bit of sweetness too, so it makes it fun.
All right, so that's from Champagne. Now we go to
Now we're heading to Napa. Who doesn't love Napa?
No, that's
right?
good. That's good by me too.
Absolutely. And I have 2 great selections from Mumm Napa, linked to the Champagne house in France, but this was established in 1970. I love their Mumm Napa Brut Prestige. It's a beautiful classic Brut blend, very inspired by champagne, but with California grapes. It's a blend of Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, and Pinot Gris. So lovely notes of citrus and a little bit of gingerbread. It's really, really beautiful.
They're giving us a wrap quickly. That last
and we have our Mumm Napa Blanc de Blanc, made exclusively from white grapes, Pinot Gris and Chardonnay. Crisp, elegant, refreshing, and just a great choice. And splurge from Champagne, steal from Napa at $20 and $25 a bottle.
I like the way you think. Thank
Cheers.
you so much.
Thank you.
Happy holidays.
Same to you. Cheers.
Let's go check the forecast right now while we do this. Or are we throwing it back to holiday? Or we're throwing it to the break. Let's do that. Even more cheers.